Hi everybody, welcome to week 10 of English 101B. This is our final week of instruction and it's a huge week for you guys. You have a couple of really big assignments this week before we get to finals week. All right, so this week on Monday, you need to submit a draft for your RMAP peer review number 2. That means that you need a copy of the explanatory paper and you need whatever content you have compiled so far that comprises your multimodal project. All right, plan ahead for this as well, because if you have a video or a PowerPoint and you have any issues uploading that draft, you need to get in touch with me so that we can figure out what's going wrong. Okay, I should have it set up to accept links to files so long as you provide those within a Word document, in addition to documents as well as PowerPoints and image files. But again, if there are any issues, make sure that you get in touch with me today so that we can kind of iron those out so that you can complete peer review, right? Okay, so that's a huge assignment. You need to get all of those reviews for your peers completed by Wednesday, because your final draft of major paper number 2, including the explanatory and multimodal project, is due on Friday. All right, so you have a little bit of time in between receiving your reviews and the due date, but you do need to make sure that you're working diligently throughout the week on this particular assignment so that you can hand it in on time. Also this week, reading notes batch number 2 is due, so make sure that you've got those compiled, that all of your notes are clearly labeled, and you upload that work. Okay, I was going to integrate an additional reading. I'm going to go ahead and take that off the table, okay, so that you can focus solely on the multimodal project and peer review, reading notes, and if you haven't yet, begin working on your final portfolio. This is not something necessarily to leave until finals week. If you can work on it this week, I highly encourage you to do so. Okay, there are some technical aspects to using the ePortfolio through Canvas that sometimes take a little bit of time to understand. So if you've never used ePortfolio via Canvas before, make sure that you're reading through our Setting Up ePortfolio tutorial, that you're watching all linked videos and looking at the screenshots and getting in touch with me if you have any questions. Okay, so again, don't necessarily leave the ePortfolio to next week just because it's not due until next week. If you can get a jump start this week, do so. I highly encourage it. That way, again, if anything goes wrong, you can get in touch with me and we can figure out what the issue is and help troubleshoot. Okay? All right, so a couple other things. Much like English 101A, at the end of the quarter, you do have an end of quarter Qualtrics survey to complete as part of our stretch curriculum. We do ask that all students complete this survey. And what I've done in Canvas to motivate you to take the survey is I've set it up as a prerequisite to accessing our final portfolio submission. Okay, so you need to complete everything in week 10 in order to access the final portfolio and upload that final portfolio in that next upcoming module. All right, so again, if you get to finals week and you can't figure out what's going on, you can't access anything, get in touch with me immediately. We'll get things worked out, but most likely it means that you skipped over something, or it wasn't registering that you looked at something or viewed an item in week 10. All right, okay. One last thing. Scrub that. Couple last things. Extra credit opportunity. Your last set of journals, I'm not going to be grading as a homework assignment. It is purely extra credit. You can complete it or not complete it. If you want to earn a few extra points, submit that work. If not, it's not something you have to worry about this week. Okay? Next item on the list. Okay? After you've completed this class, that means that you're good to go for English 102. I just so happen to be teaching English 102 next quarter, and I would love to have you in my course. So if you do want to take 102 as one of your requirements here at Central, go ahead and sign up for my class. I have some seats available, and like I said, I'd love to have you. I've really enjoyed teaching you guys the last couple of quarters, reading through your work, and interacting with you all. Okay, I'm going to miss you. So sign up for 102 next quarter so I get to see you some more. All right, that covers everything, I believe. Get in touch if you need, and we can set up an appointment through Zoom or talk through email. All right, have a great rest of your week, guys.